Hello, thank you for joining me today. I am so excited and I am happy that you have joined me. I am Maxwell Nnawuihe. I'll be sharing with you today why you should never give up, why you should never think about it. It doesn't matter your circumstances or situation. It doesn't matter how difficult, how hopeless it seems. Do not give up. Inspiration from everyday heroes. We have learned from a lot of people, both in the Bible times and our own contemporary times, who faced similar circumstances or challenges, heartbreaking situations and episodes of losses and failures, and they refused to give up. I am one of them. Honestly, I am one of them. I refuse to give up. So anytime God gives me the privilege to share this with people, I get excited because I have experience. Success is not for the faint-hearted. This is my personal discovery. And I believe you must have had something like that. Success is not for the faint-hearted. Everyday heroes have shown us that no matter how difficult life may be, it is worth fighting for. God spoke to Joshua in chapter 1, 8-9, and he said, "Do not let this book of the law depart from your mouth. Meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do everything written in it. Then you will be prosperous and successful." Then you will be prosperous and successful. So it is possible to be prosperous and successful. But is it always easy? It is not always easy. There are challenges and episodes of life that try to discourage us and make us to give up. Even when it was not in our plan, when we started the process, when we began the project, when we began the pursuit of our dreams and success and vision, we never planned that at some point we were going to give up. But sometimes life do happen that you feel like, I don't have to do this anymore. I am giving it up and I am going to look for something else to do. That is what some people say. Here is the fact. If you refuse to give up out of fear and out of discouragement, you will definitely become prosperous and successful. That is the principle we read in that verse 8. Let's read the verse 9 together. "Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be terrified. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." So it is a command not to give up. God said to Joshua, "Have I not commanded you? I have commanded you not to give up on your faith. The possibility to lead the Israelites to the promised land you have taken over from Moses, and the enemies are there, so many of them, waiting to confront you and give you a very tough battle. Do not look at the enemies and the wars that you are going to fight in order to lead these people to the promised land. Focus on encouraging yourself. Focus on working very hard. Meditate on the word of God that will build up courage in you, that you will never ever give up." It is a command, and the same command is for you today. Do not give up on your business. Do not give up on your children. Do not give up on your finances, on your marriage, on the project in your hands. Do not give up. Inspiration from everyday heroes. Number 1, we have heard about Thomas Edison, who failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. Over 1,000 times. Haven't you heard about him? It is not just a fairy tale. It is the truth and the fact of life. He failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. When you see the light bulb shining in your house, when you see the light bulb outside your house, your premises, or anywhere you see the light bulb, it came into existence. It was invented after Thomas Edison failed about 1,000 times. He refused to give up until he invented it successfully, and we have it today. And you enjoy it today. How many times have you failed? How many times have you made an attempt and you failed? By the reason of circumstances completely and absolutely beyond your control. How many times have you attempted? How many times have you tried all you could? How many times have you planned very well? You strategized very well. In fact, your strategy was well refined and defined. Your vision was very clear. Your target was very clear and very, very close within your reach. Still, you failed. Still, you failed. You couldn't get it. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know how many years. You have tried and made several attempts. You failed. You never got it. Not because of your carelessness or mistakes. Your strategy was well defined and refined. Very clear-cut vision and strategy. Your target was very clear, not blurred. Very clear and within your reach. Almost what we call near success syndrome. And you failed. Don't give up. I've been there. Do not give up. Stand very strong is a command. You must understand that this is not whether you want or not. If you have the mindset that this is a command, as God commanded Joshua, that the same command is for you, then you will have no choice than to walk and to fight on and to hang in there until the success comes. Don't give up. If your pursuit is your vision, if your pursuit is your purpose, if you are equipped for it, if you are passionate about your dreams and your purpose and your vision, then don't ever give up. It is a command. Never give up. A Pakistani Malala Yousafzai and the youngest Nobel Prize recipient was shot by the Taliban for advocating for girl child education. She was shot. She was helpless in her own time, but she never gave up. She kept on advocating for girl child education, and today she has become a very strong voice for every girl child who is being denied their right to education. What about Queen Esther, who stepped out of her comfort zone to save her Jewish people? According to the Persian law, you must understand that she would be stoned to death if she ever goes to the king into the chamber without the invitation of the king. Rather than give up, she said, if I perish, I perish. It is not just a mere word of expression. She meant it. Esther was determined. She meant it. If I perish, I perish. Esther 4:11 and 16. All the king's servants and the people of the king's provinces do know that whosoever, whether man or woman, shall come unto the king into the inner court, who is not called, who is not invited, there is one law of his to put him to death, except such to whom the king shall hold out the golden scepter, that he may live, that she may live. But I have not been called, I have not been invited to come in unto the king these 30 days. 16. Go gather together all the Jews that are present in Shushan, and fast ye for me. Fast ye for me. And neither eat nor drink 3 days, night or day. I also and my maidens will fast likewise, and so will I go in unto the king. So will I step out of my comfort zone. So will I deal the consequences, which is not according to the law. And if I perish, I perish. Listen to me, you will not perish. Esther took the bold step to save her people. She dared the consequences. She dared the dread and the fear of death. And today, we are talking about her. This is how the next generation is going to talk about you if you don't give up. This is how the next generation is going to discuss about your success if you don't give up. Please do not deny the next generation the inspiration and motivation they're supposed to have through your success by giving up. I will not deny my generation, the next generation, the inspiration they need, the motivation they need to achieve success by giving up. I'm not going to give up. I have never given up, and I'm not planning to give up. It doesn't matter how hard it may seem, your pursuit at the moment. You may be facing the strongest, tough, and difficult time of your life in the pursuit of your success. It may be possible, but don't give up. The next generation is waiting to read your success story, and they'll be inspired on YouTube. They'll be inspired on Facebook. They'll be inspired on the social media, on the internet. When you appear in the lecture hall during a conference to teach, to equip people with the mindset and inspiration and motivation to fight for their success, you will stand so tall and speak convincingly and experientially. Don't deny the next generation. Do not deny the people who are looking up to you the opportunity to have the inspiration and the motivation they need in order to achieve their own success. Number 2, the power of resilience. Number 2, the power of resilience. J.K. Rowling faced rejection after rejection before her Reporter series became a worldwide success. She was turned down several times. She never gave up. The loss of Job was so massive. In fact, in one day, he recorded about 4 heartbreaking losses that should have made him collapse and die. The episodes of his devastating losses never gave him a chance to recover before another episode took place. Still, he never gave up. He lost everything. Still, he refused to give up on his faith. Job 1:13-22. One day, when Job's sons and daughters were feasting and drinking wine at the eldest brother's house, a messenger came to Job and said, "The oxen were plowing and the donkeys were grazing nearby, and the Sabeans attacked and carried them off. They put the servants to the sword. They killed your servants, and I am the only one who has escaped to tell you." 16. While he was still speaking, another messenger came and said, "The fire of God fell from the sky and burned up the sheep and the servants, and I am the only one who has escaped to tell you." 17. While he was still speaking, another messenger came and said, "The Chaldeans formed 3 raiding parties and swept down on your camels and carried them off. They put the servants to the sword. They killed the servants, and I am the only one who has escaped to tell you." And you may ask yourself, how many servants would Job bury in a day? How many servants would he bury? How many servants killed in a day? Verse 18. While he was still speaking, yet another messenger came and said, "Your sons and daughters were feasting and drinking wine at the eldest brother's house, when suddenly a mighty wind swept in from the desert and struck the 4 corners of the house. It collapsed on them, and they are dead. And I am the only one who has escaped to tell you." At this point, Job got up and tore his robe and shaved his head. Then he fell to the ground in worship. He fell to the ground in worship. 21. And said, "Naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked I will depart. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. May the name of the Lord be praised." 22. In all this, Job did not sin by charging God with wrongdoing. Let's read what happened later. Job 42 verse 12. The Lord blessed the latter part of Job's life more than the first. He had 14,000 sheep, 6,000 camels, 1,000 yoke of oxen, and 1,000 donkeys. And he also had 7 sons and 3 daughters. Did you understand the pattern of the episodes of the losses of Job? In a day, 4 massive heartbreaking losses, 4 in a day. And the pattern of this episode is that while the servant is reporting the losses to him, while he was still speaking, while he was yet to finish giving him the report of what happened, another servant will come with another heartbreaking story, another breaking report of what happened. The episode of his loss, none of them gave him a breathing space, gave him a chance to recover from what happened previously before another one will happen. They kept coming in droves. They kept coming in chain, in series, spontaneously, without giving him a breathing space. I don't know how serial, I don't know how recurring your ugly experiences, your heartbreaking moments and episodes have been, forcing you to give up. That even as I'm speaking now, you are finding it difficult to get inspiration and motivation. You are struggling within yourself. Job faced it. While the servant is reporting, another servant is standing by the door to come in and give his own report. And all the servants who escaped, none of them came with good news. They all came with bad reports. That all you hear from month to month, from week to week, whether from your business, whether from your family or from your children, from the project, from the site where you have one construction going on, all you receive is bad report. No report to encourage, to inspire, to motivate you, to give you the hope that indeed your effort is not in vain, that indeed your future is bright. What kind of series of bad reports and heartbreaking reports have you been receiving? And as at now, you are at the edge, you are at the verge, you are about to throw in the towel, you are about to quit trying, you are about to accept failure as the standard and the verdict of your life. Don't give up. Do not give up. If you don't quit, you are going to become one of the celebrities that people will be talking about his or her success story. Job received 100-fold restoration, as we read, of all he lost, because he never gave up on his faith. You too, you will recover. You too, you will enjoy restoration. You too, you will testify and celebrate. If you allow motivation, if you allow inspiration, if you allow the modern day heroes of every day, as we have been reading for some minutes now, to inspire and motivate you. If you don't give up, if you keep on walking on the path of success, regardless of how challenging it may be, you too will have an experience and enjoy 100-fold restoration. 100-fold restoration. Key takeaway: don't quit when things get tough. Philippians 4:13 tells us that we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. Share your thoughts on these in the comment section below. Please hit like and subscribe buttons and turn on notifications so that you don't miss out on any of our powerful motivation and inspirational contents. Bye bye, and I will see you again in the next video. God bless you.